The Amos Foundation is an organization that embodies compassion, commitment, and hope for the most vulnerable in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Founded in 2020 by its president Arthur Mosaka, the Amos Foundation was born from a deep desire to meet the needs of orphans, widows, and often forgotten and neglected vulnerable populations. Today, we invite you to discover the Amos Foundation, to learn about its remarkable actions, its challenges, and its projects for the future. The Democratic Republic of Congo is a country of contrast where natural wealth abounds, but poverty and insecurity affect millions of people. In this context, the Amos Foundation has chosen to focus on the most destitute, those often overlooked by usual social support structures. In just a few years, the foundation has made a significant difference in the lives of thousands of people, thanks to a selfless and humane approach. From the very beginning, the vision of the Amos Foundation was clear: to provide material, medical, educational, and moral support to vulnerable people in order to bring a smile to their future. This vision is embodied by its president Arthur Mosaka, whose faith and determination are the driving forces behind this humanitarian endeavor. Driven by a deep conviction that every human being deserves to live with dignity and respect, President Arthur Mosaka has mobilized resources and energies to build a foundation that reflects these values. In 2022, the president of the Amos Foundation, Arthur Mosaka, was invited to the United Nations to present the foundation's projects within the framework of the UN Sustainable Development Goals. During this visit, he had the opportunity to share this vision and detail the initiatives of the Amos Foundation. The Amos Foundation is not just a charitable organization. It is a symbol of hope for those struggling for their daily survival. Its work covers several initiatives, each addressing specific needs identified on the ground. Among these initiatives is the Widows and Orphans Support Center in Kasangulu, known by its French acronym CEVO. Kasangulu, a city located a few kilometers from Kinshasa, is a region where infrastructure is severely lacking. Here, the lives of widows and orphans are a daily struggle against poverty, hunger, and lack of medical care. Often, widows and orphans are dispossessed of their property upon the death of the husband or father in favor of the in-laws due to outdated customs that do not recognize their rights. The Amos Foundation established the CEVO to address these urgent needs. This center is more than a refuge. It is a beacon of hope for the most vulnerable. To meet the immediate needs of orphans and widows, the Amos Foundation provides regular food assistance. Every week, the children receive a food allocation, ensuring that their basic needs are met. The Amos Foundation has built a polyclinic in Kasangulu, offering free medical care to orphans and widows, supported by the foundation. To improve access to education and reduce dropout rates among orphans, the Amos Foundation distributes school kits annually, including supplies and uniforms. Psychosocial support is another essential pillar of CEVO. Every week, friendly meetings are organized to offer emotional and spiritual support to the orphans. These sessions aim to help the children overcome stigma, break social isolation, and strengthen their self-esteem. The Amos Foundation currently supports 30 widows and 30 orphans. The foundation aims to support 60 widows and orphans in 2024 and 100 widows and orphans in 2025. Another major initiative of the foundation is the Kasangulu Polyclinic. In the Kasangulu region, access to healthcare infrastructure is often a major challenge. The polyclinic fills a crucial gap by providing vital care accessible to everyone. At the polyclinic, every day is a new opportunity to save lives. The emergency department is the first line of defense for road accident victims. Each day, the medical team handles an average of 2 critical cases, stabilizing the injured and performing emergency surgeries to save their lives. The consultation service sees 400 patients per month, including 300 new cases for various pathologies. Patients come for checkups for common infections, chronic diseases, tropical infectious diseases, vaccinations, and health advice. The maternity service at the polyclinic assists an average of 28 births each month. Midwives and nursing staff provide invaluable support to mothers and newborns. The surgery department performs over 400 surgical procedures each year. These procedures cover a wide range of needs, from general surgery to trauma and obstetrics. Each operation is a race against time to save lives and improve the quality of life for patients. The imaging service and laboratory play a crucial role in diagnosing diseases, monitoring treatments, and conducting epidemiological surveillance. The pharmacy provides essential medications to patients, from antibiotics to anti-malarial vaccines, pain relievers, and nutritional supplements. The Kasangulu Polyclinic is staffed by a dedicated team of over 25 healthcare professionals, led by Dr. John Biantwedi, an experienced surgeon who ensures the quality of clinical care. The polyclinic plays an indispensable role in Kasangulu. The commitment and compassion of the Amos Foundation transform lives every day, providing much-needed relief to those who suffer and a glimmer of hope to the entire community. Let's embark on a journey to Yéhimbo. In the heart of the equatorial forest, one of the most remote places in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where the Yéhimbo Health Center provides essential medical care to the Pygmy populations. The health center established by the Amos Foundation in Yéhimbo is a vital initiative for the local Pygmy populations who live in extreme poverty in the heart of the equatorial forest. The construction and maintenance of this center illustrate the determination and commitment of the Amos Foundation to improve the lives of the most vulnerable. Yéhimbo is a village lost in the heart of the equatorial forest, reflecting the precarious conditions that the Pygmy peoples live in. Without electricity, water, or means of communication, and 50 kilometers from any form of civilization, this place testifies to the marginal existence of its inhabitants. In this isolated clearing, resources are fleeting and daily life is a constant struggle for survival. The inhabitants of Yéhimbo, deeply dependent on what the forest can provide, face immense challenges: limited access to medical care, education, and safe living conditions. Intensive deforestation further complicates the already precarious life of the Pygmies. Once a clearing in the middle of the equatorial forest, Yéhimbo is gradually becoming a clearing within a larger clearing, the result of large-scale tree felling. This rapid destruction of forests makes access to the natural resources on which the Pygmies depend for their subsistence almost impossible. The forest, which once provided food and building materials, is inexorably shrinking, forcing the inhabitants to travel greater and greater distances to find these vital resources. In the face of this desperate situation, Arthur Mosaka, president and founder of the Amos Foundation, took a commendable initiative by deciding to build a health center in this forgotten and isolated village. Aware of the challenges faced by the inhabitants, particularly the limited access to essential medical care, the foundation committed to providing free health care to the Pygmy populations. The health center represents considerable hope for the Pygmies of Yéhimbo, allowing them not only to receive necessary medical treatments, but also to improve their quality of life. The Yéhimbo Health Center consists of 2 equipped buildings. It offers 6 hospital beds, a pharmacy, a consultation room, a maternity ward, a laboratory, and a field operating room. A total of 8 healthcare professionals, including a doctor, midwives and nurses, work in shifts day and night to meet the medical needs of the population. The health center in Yéhimbo is much more than a medical facility. It is a symbol of hope and dignity for a long-neglected community. The Amos Foundation, through its commitment and selfless actions, demonstrates that every person matters and that even the toughest challenges can be overcome with determination and solidarity. Let us now follow this initiative which aims to restore dignity and hope to those who are in prison. The Amos Foundation has implemented a specific program aimed at improving the living conditions of inmates in the prisons of the Democratic Republic of Congo, particularly in the Kasangulu prison. Faced with extreme overcrowding, deplorable detention conditions, and insufficient food, the Foundation regularly intervenes to provide food and moral support to prisoners. This program addresses the urgent needs of inmates by providing additional meals to combat frequent malnutrition and hygiene items to improve precarious sanitary conditions. Furthermore, the Amos Foundation organizes moral support visits, helping inmates maintain their dignity and hope despite the harsh detention conditions. This program represents an essential lifeline for prisoners, contributing to their overall well-being and reducing health risks in an environment often marked by overcrowding and lack of hygiene. The Amos Foundation can rely on more than 30 dedicated volunteers who make this vision possible and who accomplish remarkable work. The Amos Foundation also thanks all its partners and everyone who supports this noble cause financially. Whether it's funding meals, supporting education, providing medicines or medical equipment, together we continue to bring hope to the future of thousands of vulnerable people. If you wish to support the Foundation, become a volunteer, or simply get more information, visit our website and join us in this humanitarian mission.